So, for those of you in the Discord, all 5 of us, you will know that I've banged on about a little bit doing some big video series. But this is the first one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zero to Switch Hero. So long story short, because I'm going to have a lot of time to babble on, not just in this video, but in the whole series, so sorry for that. But yeah, long story short, we are sacrificing a series. This is the series taking its place, and the reason we're sacrificing one of the series is so this series can happen. That made no sense, but it will make sense. So, for those of you that have been here a while, you know that I did a series called the Retro Reboot, one of my personal favourite things I've ever done on this channel, but unfortunately that is going to be sacrificed so I can do this series. Now what I mean by that is obviously that series is going to stop, and most of the collection that I built doing that series is going to be sold off so I can make way to build a hopefully pretty good Nintendo Switch collection. Now why am I doing it? Because a few months ago I was actually selling my Nintendo Switch. It was all listed for sale. I wiped everything off, blah blah blah, and for some reason or another it just wouldn't sell. But I'd sold all the games, all but 2 of them. Granted, the 2 games that I didn't sell, pretty banging games, and they are bang: Luigi's Mansion 3, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Probably 2, not the top 2 games that I've played on the Switch, but they're definitely in my top 10, maybe top 5. But yeah, 2 great games. So apart from these 2, I'm starting this Switch collection from scratch. Now how are we going to do that? Well, it's quite simple. Now I've seen people do retro collection, Switch collection, every kind of collection, and the ideas are good, you know, but I think I could do it a little bit better. Could be famous last words. Now I see people will start from nothing, and which technically they don't, you know. These people go out and buy something, they then sell whatever they've bought, use that money to start building this Switch collection. Now I'm kind of going to do that, but I'm kind of not. So obviously, like I said, the Retro Reboot happened where I was building that from nothing. We're going to use that collection, that's all going to get sold off, and we're going to use that money to build a Switch collection. And we're going to cheat a little bit as well, because I don't want to brag, but I'm rolling in CEX credit, baby. So I was going to make a joke about I'm rolling in CEX credit, like, and then show you the voucher, which is £7. But that's what the voucher looks like. You can't even really make out what that says. So in actual fact, I think I'm rolling in £0 of CEX credit. So now we really need to sell the retro collection. I think I can make that out just about, and I'm going to have to use that voucher online because they're not going to take that in store. But yeah, we are going to sell off the retro collection and build a Switch collection. I'm pretty sure I've said that 3 or 4 times now. And that's exactly where this video is going to start. One other thing I'm not going to do, which I've seen a few people that are doing collection videos do, is that they will accumulate a profit. So what I mean by that is they'll go out and buy stuff. I'm thinking of one YouTuber in particular. I'm not going to name drop him, mostly because I can't remember his name, but they'll go out and buy stuff and they'll like make a profit of what they're going to sell it for without even selling it. Now, as someone that's been buying and selling, you know, I used to buy and sell for a living, it's not as easy as that. Sometimes you can put something up for a £5. That don't sell at a £5, it drops to £4. And it doesn't sell at £4, it drops to £3, someone eventually buys it. So you're saying you've got £5 profit when you've only sold it for £3. That to me is cheating a little bit. So in this series, what we're going to do is we're not going to buy anything until we've actually sold something, so that profit is actually in our hand. For example, this is going into CEX. I mean, look at the sticker, it's already been in CEX, but this is getting traded into CEX. Now, I'm not gonna then go, oh, CEX are gonna give me, let's say, a tenner for this. I'm not gonna spend that tenner without making the tenner back, or say I wanted to sell it on, I don't know, eBay, Vinted, to a mate down the pub. I don't have any mates. Some randomer down the pub. I'm gonna sell this to Dave for 20 quid. I'm then not gonna go and spend 20 quid because that 20 quid isn't in my hand yet. I don't know why, and it's just something small, but it just bothers me. But yeah, you won't see none of that here. I promise we will actually go to CEX in a minute. But check your games. Always check your games before you take them in, because one, you look like a bit of a mug if you go there. You've not checked your games. But I've got 4 that have survived the culling, should we say, which is annoying because there's 4 I could have got some good trading credit for, and all of them are without a disc. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure 1 is stuck in my 360 and I don't have a power cable for, so I can't trade that in yet. I'm pretty sure 1 is stuck in another 360 that I got rid of 2 years ago, so I'm never going to get that. I'm just going to keep the case in case I get a loose. But yeah, check your cases. However, the collection, or at least what's left of my collection, is ready to go to CEX. There are some bits I'm keeping behind because CEX will pay me 1 penny, and quite frankly that's it sold. So yeah, they're going to be sold separately. But yeah, this is the collection that's going to CEX. Let's see what we get. So, I'm going to try and dig the receipts out. I'm not very prepared. Sorry for the audio. I've literally got receipts everywhere. So, that nice little pile gives us a receipt like this. Obviously, I've got a few games back, you know, it's CEX, it's expected. They're sometimes they can be quite picky on what they take. This CEX was really good actually, not because I tried to sell them rubbish, but this CEX was really good. They wasn't just taking it as face value, you know, they was asking for an opinion from each other. Like, there's 3 members of staff there, so I thought that was quite nice. So that little pile got us £76.40, which I've spunked straight away because I picked up 2 banging games actually. I'm trying to cover the price, it's not worked very well. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which I've never played, and one that I had to put back into my collection because I've regretted it ever since I got rid of it, and that is Super Mario Odyssey. I've completed it, never 100%ed it because I'm not really a 100% kind of guy. I did have a bit of a predicament. Now, there was 3 games to choose from. There was these 2. It was either get these 2 or it was get a 3rd one. And actually, I've just realised I made a big mistake because this wasn't what I was supposed to do. What an idiot. Yeah, I'm working backwards. I'm clearly walking around with my eyes shut. But the 3rd game, which obviously you cannot get now, unless you find it in a trading place, is Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which had Super Mario 64, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Galaxy, and Super Mario Sunshine. That was 65. No, I didn't get it. However, I have got all 3 of them games anyway, so maybe it wasn't a bad decision. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. However, that leaves off with a grand total of £4.40. I can't really get much else for £4.40, so I'm now actually asking for your guys' help. I want to build a Switch fund, but I'm not quite sure how. I'm also, as of today, back collecting PS3 games, but I don't want to do that with the Switch stuff. That's going to be separate. I probably won't even document that. I'm just collecting for personal, really, the Switch games. But yeah, I'm a bit stuck for ideas. I don't just want to go and spend money on Switch games because I feel like that kind of defeats the object. I want there to be some sort of challenge. So the idea I have is to flip like bundles, pick up bundles if I can, cheap, and kind of sell them on separate and flip them. That's one idea. Other than that, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm kind of asking for your guys' help. What do you think we should do in terms of building money for a Switch fund? I don't just want to go out and buy games. It kind of defeats the object. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on for more of this good stuff, or more of this clueless stuff, as I'm quite quickly learning I'm pretty clueless. And yeah, I've been Kingy 2012. You've all been beautiful, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace.